Hello and welcome to another Flowing Fist Ebbing Palm tutorial slash training session slash whatever the fuck it is I do. Today I want to briefly talk about UFC 261 because it was mental. Three title fights in my life. As a lifelong martial artist, the growth of UFC is big to me. And so it's really nice to see a lot more people appreciating and respecting kind of like what fighters do and what we can do, and perhaps why we do it. There's obviously a few fucking pricks doing it for the wrong reasons, and we won't even get into this idiot fucking YouTube piece of shit who's just diluting the sport of boxing. But last night, I think we had two very memorable knockouts. That were just basic stuff I've already covered in the basics videos, but it was really nice for me, I think, seeing these knockouts, seeing Namajunas become champion yet again with just a turning kick or kind of a switch kick, and Usman, shutting up Masvidal. And I like both of them, but Usman is unstoppable, man, and shutting him up with just a straight right. So I want to get into that a little bit today. So first of all, let's start with Rose, who is just a fine person, just a really lovely story. I feel a lot of resonance with her. She's a fellow working class fighter who, she's risen up, and now she's 2-time champion. So this is awesome, and she knocked out arguably one of the toughest opponents in Zhang Weili, like in almost what looked like effortless form, and it was down to her basic turning kick, what I call a turning kick. It was kind of a switch kick too, but yeah, like, who gets knocked out with a front turning kick, to the head? It's rare, because you normally see people swinging the back turning kick, the spinning kicks, the flying knees, and then the big hands. So yeah, this knockout was super impressive to me, and because I've done front turning kicks my entire life, and I think it's a really good weapon. It can almost be used as the kind of the legs jab in some ways. You might think that the front kick could be used like that too, but that's kind of a different maneuver. The front turning kick can just pop up. So let me show you what I mean. Rose, basically, I'll come back a little bit so you can see my feet. So this is a turning kick, how I do a turning kick, there, off the front leg. A switch kick is like this, and she has sort of like stepped in, started to switch, and just popped up, and bam, Zhang Weili doesn't know where she is. And so we're going to look back today, and then Usman, denying everyone in the world who's ever hated on him for his striking and all this shit. I mean, the right hand he threw was insane. So we're going to be working on this front turning kick today for Rose, and this backhand straight right all the way down the barrel. Okay. So with Usman's right, he utilized the back leg as you should. When I jab, I pop a little weight in here, and when I straight right, I push through. Okay. So there, this back leg's pushing through. If you watch the video again, Usman actually starts pushing through and sees the distance that Masvidal is at, knows he needs a little extra something, and comes all the way through like this. But nonetheless, he has channeled that straight through Masvidal's chin, So we're going to be looking for this as the right. So if we're doing any 1-2s, it's not this, and it's not this. From your chin, this is the best, simplest advice I can give. From your chin to your chin. But these legs do so much more than you think, okay? So when we're thinking of this right hand, it's not just throwing the right hand as much as you can with the shoulder and the body. This has got to move, and Usman really showed that because he stretched out. The arms at full length. He was coming off the floor, which traditionally isn't how you want to do it, but you could see the start was textbook perfection, and the same as Rose. Just that, why I say why I say the turning kick is like it's a sort of jab of the legs, is because once you get that up and you can just flick it up, which is what you need to do. Rose showed that perfectly. She brought the knee up first, which almost hides the foot. So when she brings the knee up, Zhang Weili had her hands, high. You barely see it. She thought Zhang Weili dropped her hands because she thought she was going for a leg kick, and all Rose had to do was just pop it off, and as you can see, it hit behind the ear, and bam, done. Like, yeah, and that's all it is, and it's such a rare thing, but nonetheless, so powerful and so useful. So we will get right into it. We have 3 rounds, and in those rounds are 3 rounds, I guess. So round uno. Actually, we're going to start with a little bit of shadow boxing just to warm you guys up. I've done a little bit of warming up, but you can never be too limber. So we're going to do 2 minutes of just shadow boxing. If you've watched the previous videos, stick to the basics. Jab, straight, hooks, uppercuts, and then the kicks. You've got front kick, the turning kick as we're discussing, and then you've got side kick, okay? Try and stick to that. 2 minutes, you do you, okay? So we're going to start. If you want to drink, grab a drink, because these rounds are going to be pretty intense, and they're all going to work on some variation of front turning kick and back right, okay? And also kind of in honor of Thug Rose, dude. Look at these motherfuckers. Look how pretty these are. So I've got flowers all over my boxing gloves. And if you're in Barcelona and want a training session, you can use these too, if you want a personal training session. So come one, come all. Get in touch on the YouTube or the Instagram or Facebook, all of that shit. So, are we ready, guys? I nearly am. So yeah, we got 2 minutes of shadow kickboxing. Okay, so this is on you. You can have a look what I'm doing if you want, but just throw, loosen up, get limber, foot movement. Do not stand still, please. Right, let's go, guys. 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 5 seconds to with my gloves. Let's go. There's no such thing as looking silly in shadow boxing. Throw what you know, and we'll teach you the rest. Time. Right. We're going to get into the rounds. The first run through, don't give it 100%. Continue to warm up and make sure the technique is there, okay? Before anything else, we're punching air. There's nothing to prove. There's no need to be macho or tough. Get the technique. That's how you knock someone out, okay? Rose, she had her like sharp, precise, like just there. That's technique. You can teach that. So yeah, don't be swinging haymakers. There's no need. And I'm just gonna quickly go through the turning kick. How I want the turning kick today. Okay. So as we said, we're gonna turn the back foot, bring the knee up. Okay. Look at my top half. So as I turn my back foot, bring my knee up, I lean backwards into myself, okay? But I've got myself, all this, the glutes, the quads and the hamstrings are holding me here because you don't want to stay straight. It feels horrible here in your obliques. It just doesn't work, you know, you can't throw a kick like this. So watch me. That's what I want. That's the front turning kick, okay? So turn the back foot slightly, as you can see, switch a little, lean into it, pop it up, and back down. That's the turning kick I want, okay? So round one, we've got a jab in, a jab out, because we're working on foot movement, and then comes the turning kick, okay? So I want you there, jab in, jab out. So when you're coming forward, when you're coming in, back leg. When you're coming this way, front leg, turning kick, okay? That's round one. We've got 1 minute 30 of that, and then we've just got alternating turning kicks for 30 seconds. So you're just gonna go 1, 2, that's your rest period, that's active rest, okay? So guys, right, let's go. First round, take it slow, think on the technique, okay? This is what we're doing this for. So, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So, jab in, jab out, front turning kick, if you get your gloves on. So, jab in, jab out, okay, in your own time. It's fucking mad, dude. Try and keep your arms tight when you're throwing that kick. It'll help you balance, okay? Stay on your toes, stay limber, stay active. And think on what you're doing. Bring that knee up first, remember. Try and time the jab with a step. In, out. Good. Right. And 30 seconds of alternating turning kicks. Let's go. Get the technique nice. You can either drop down and switch or do it however you feel comfortable, okay? So the front turning kicks. Mess that one up. Three more. 1, Good. Quick break. Quick 20 seconds. Grab some agua. That round again. Okay. I'm going to leave the gloves off because I'm realizing I cannot do my timer with them on. So I'll leave them off for now. Right. So, step in jab, step out jab, turning kick. Same again. Let's go. A little bit more intensity. All focus. Let's go. Don't forget to lean. Don't forget to breathe. Might sound like an asthmatic whale, but I've got oxygen in my body, okay? On the out, on the in. Looks like I'm doing some magical fairy dust or something. Take your time as well. Do it. I'm doing it quite slow, and I'm really focusing on this turning kick being sharp and precise, okay? So I have a mirror right here. I'm trying to kick my own mirror self's head. Right, 10 seconds left, guys. Time. Let's get straight into it. Alternating kicks. Let's go. Watch my back foot if you're unsure. There. That's the turn, okay? Two more. Good, time. Okay, that's round one done. So, round two, we do it twice as well, and we do round three twice. First round, focus in, get the technique, think of why we're doing this. Because we've just seen two excellent versions of simplistic moves that have worked and won world championships, okay? First round, figure that shit out. Push yourself, but then second round is when you really go at yourself, okay? This one is, we've got, this is more Usman, and then we'll combine them, okay? So you've got a front kick, so remember, the turning kick, I would turn this leg, lean in, and hit with this part of my foot. Front kick is straight up. Look at my toes. Push them in. Bang. Okay? Front kick you want to hit like sternum. So on this front kick, we're going to come up, hit, drop in slightly. Okay? So that again. Up, kick. Rather than bring it back, hit, drop in. And we're just going to do a mad Usman number two, okay? Straight there. So there, drop in, turn in this, watch my leg, full extension, and back, ready to go again, okay? That's round two. And then our 30 seconds of round two is just slip, 1, 2 long, okay? So slip, 1, 2 long. And that's it. Let's go, ladies and gents. Yes. So, ready, steady, go. So So front kick, step in with big two, okay? Jesus, I can't get my hands and knees. Whew. So, front kick, step in, bam, okay? Keep this to the left. Cover yourself. I'm covering my chin this side and this side, okay? After that too, just pop back. Pop back. Don't stay up. Don't hang here. Just pop back, okay? And remember, don't fall. It's not fall, it's a step. You hit and drop in, ready to keep coming towards them, okay? Get some extension on the right. Just twist that back foot as much as you can. Time. My chin's not working. Fuck. Right. 30 seconds. 30 seconds, guys. Slip. Come back with a 1 and 2 long. Let's go. So the slip comes from the hips, pivoting almost at the hips, and get the head off the centre line. Try that back leg again. One more. Time. Good, guys. So that's the first round of round 2. Grab a little agua, drink something, stay hydrated. And then round 2, I want you to go at it. You should have got the basic sort of manoeuvres and the judgment of how your body's going. Now put it into action, okay? These second rounds, when we put it all together. So you would have got the motion of the front kick now. Trust yourself. Trust this. Bang. You're there. Okay? Trust yourself. Flow with it a bit more. You've just had me talking through it all. You've just done it. You've got this. You've got it in here now. Allow yourself to just flow. That's so much of martial arts. It's the thinking and the practice, the flowing in the fight, okay? Right, let's go. So, 1 minute 30. We've got front kick, step in, 2. And let's go. Knee all the way up. Lean into it now. I'm going to pop those hips off, okay? Want that right like a freight train. Straight through. how we get it, guys. Repetition is such an important part of any learning, but in martial arts. Getting your muscles comfortable to what you're doing, which is often new movements, fresh movements. It's a really beautiful thing, I think. It's really nice being in control of your own body. Right? Now, slip, 1, too long, okay? I'm gonna come facing this way now. So, 30 seconds, let's go. Last few. One more. Good. That's round 2 done, guys. One more left. Whew. So, we've got that straight right now, and we've got the turning kick. So we're going to put them together in this last one. So, we've got 1 there. Get your distance. My jab really helps me find my distance. I'm a shorter guy, so when I was fighting before, which I really want to fight again soon, so COVID, please eat shit. I want to get back into this. So my jab is a really good measure of distance, mainly because I've got very short arms. So I know how far they are there, and I know that my leg can reach that a little bit further. So the jab is very pivotal for getting distance. So this one, then we're going to do the turning kick, the rose turning kick. Bam. You're going to bring it back to stance, so you're not going to drop in. Back to fighting stance, a little bit of a wider base, so you can really drive that through, okay? So, 1, turning kick, drive the right through, okay? That's the 3rd combo. This is a really nice motion. This is a very fluid motion. So you've got here, so as you can see, I turn my body there. I'm open to be able to my back leg for that kick. When I drop down, I'm ready to twist my hips all the way through and hit the right, okay? So I usually design combos to flow because there's nothing worse than some fat boxer coach dude who doesn't know how to piece together combos and ends up telling you to do 40 punches with your right hand, which isn't necessarily training for your right hand, So, 1, 2, 3, and beautiful. As good a combo as you're going to get, simplistic, okay? So, and then our 30 seconds for this is just a nice thought about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? Straight, hook, uppercut, okay? So that's our 30 seconds. Focus on each of those punches, okay? Wrist behind fist. So the jab, wrist behind fist. The hook isn't like this. Shorter, straight, bam, bam. Come through the chin. Same on the side. And uppercut, little dip in the front leg. Come up, you drive up, bam, up through the chin. Back leg, dip the back leg a little, bam, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My feet are crazy sweaty right now, so I'm slipping everywhere. So, that's the 30 second. Let's get into round 1. Again, take it a little slower the first time, figure this out. Feel good about it. Round 2, hit it hard. So, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we've got 1, rose turning kick, Usman 2, okay? Make sure you bring in everything back. A lot of people try to throw as they're still throwing. 1, get it back. 2, get it back. 3, okay? Drive that in. I'm slipping everywhere. Oops. Time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go. Let's go. Doesn't have to be super fast. Has to be super tight. Okay. Feel each punch. If you feel each punch, it doesn't matter. There's a 6 in there, 8 in there, 10 in there. If you focus on the jab, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's no worries. It won't overwhelm you, okay? One more. Good. Jesus Christ. Time. Last round. Up next. Last round, okay? I'm going to dry my feet and shins, because this is how I roll. Sweaty boy. Right, last round. Everything in this, okay? You should be thinking already about what you have to do. Now, imagine you're doing it. You know, it doesn't matter that you're shadow boxing. Imagine the distance. Imagine the reach, you know? Visualize where this part is going to hit. Don't just be looking at blank space or reflection. Use your reflection. You can never catch yourself. I'm trying to hit myself, and I can't catch myself. That's a really good thing. That's why boxers, you know, we train in mirrors sometimes. We're not just these vain gym bitches. We train in mirrors because we're trying to catch ourselves, and we obviously can't. So do that. Focus on that. Focus on where these are ending up, okay? Right. 1, turn and kick. 2, 1 minute 30, everything. Let's go. I go this way. I missed the jab. Ooh. Focus. I'm thinking of you guys, not me. Should be getting at least 30 of these done in this minute and a half, okay? So a quick combo. Ten seconds left. Push it. Leave right to third. Bam! Right. Last 30 seconds. Dude, this one sucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go. I'm trying to change angles so you can see how I'm throwing stuff. 2 more. 1 more. Good, time. Good, guys. That's a really good session. Although, got one more thing. Like we had the, like we had the boxing, shadow boxing at the beginning to warm up. We're going to do the same to cool down, okay? So, same 2-minute shadow kickboxing. Focus on what we've learned today, okay? Take 2 minutes to sort of decompress and think, and your body will slowly cool down with it. Stretch it out. So 2 minutes, kind of intermediate sort of level of just throwing with meaning, but not with, okay? 2 minutes, final 2 minutes, I promise. Then we're done. Go and enjoy your Sunday. So, 2 minutes, shadow kickboxing. Think on what we've just done and how you can piece together shots, you know? So like 1, 2, once you've got a 2, it's always good to really hit like a left hook or a turning kick because you've got that twist, okay? Think like this during the shadow boxing. And I get my gloves back on for this one. So, I want to see people throwing combos, man. I want to know that you're piecing together punches because it feels good, because it feels natural to you. Okay? So, dude, it's always how you need a coach. I need a coach, man. Just get the other glove on. Right, let's go. Move. Halfway there. Maybe that goes 10 seconds. Push it out, win. Woo! And that's it. If you didn't see UFC, go check out the highlights and see Rose cementing her legacy and Usman taking Masvidal's soul like he Shang Tsung. I think that's the only thing that could have made that thing better, was if he said, "Your soul is mine," and then bam. So, thank you for joining me. It's turning into a beautiful sunny day here in Barcelona. If you're in Barcelona, please get in touch on Facebook, on YouTube, or Instagram. If you want to do more of this in a park, on the beach, whatever, I'm doing personal training sessions for general fitness, health, well-being, losing weight, and then I'm also doing all sorts of martial arts instruction. So, look at this good boy who's been here all the time. I'm not going to say it, but Sancho said, like, subscribe, and do all that weird, dumb YouTube shit. So, it wasn't me who said it, was this guy. So thanks for joining, guys. Have a good day. See you soon.